Hey, how's it going? I'm Moldover. I would love to introduce you to my good friend Ben Lewry from Visionary Instruments. How's it going, Ben?
Wonderful, Matt. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right.
So I just wanted to talk to you and have a conversation about the amazing work you do because I don't think that many people know about it. They see the finished product on the websites and stuff, but they might not know about you, the man behind it. Most people know you because of the video guitar.
Yeah, the initial idea with that was to try and build a guitar with a computer inside. You know, back in 2006, I took an entire Toshiba laptop, stripped it all down, and kind of refabricated the components into a guitar.
I remember this. You actually got the entire computer in the body of a guitar.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It was a little clumsy, a little heavy, but it sure worked, and it was a lot of fun. But really, the most impressive element of that was having the video screen on there. That was the wow factor. I spent the next couple of years, getting a patent for that design, and then refining the instrument to be a professional stage guitar. After about 3 years of R&D and a whole bunch of different work, it's been out on tour with Billy Idol and Lady Gaga and a few other bands.
Maybe it'd be cool if you could talk about what you and I have worked on, which is controller guitar stuff, and that's just putting digital controls to control software, what have you, into the body of a guitar.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the screen was sort of one element, you know, the video screen that you could get that was visually appealing, but a lot of guitar players want to be able to manipulate the audio. We are musicians after all. We're not just there to look good. So yeah, working with you on the controller guitar was like really the next big step in terms of like merging the computer and the guitar into sort of one device that can work as a synchronized system. Just run its own programs and run its own, you know, there is no need for a separate pedal board and a separate amplifier and having all of these different things. If you look at the progression of the keyboard, we've gone from the, you know, piano and the harpsichord and these kinds of things into analog pieces like the Fender Rhodes, and then that quickly sort of transformed into this digital workstation. That's sort of the natural evolution of things right now.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Like, why do you have this like crazy complex modular system? It seems like guitars are kind of frozen where like analog synthesizers and things like electroacoustic things like Fender Rhodes were like a long time ago, and the keyboard has kind of progressed, but for some reason guitar has not gotten there.
I think that one of the things to keep in mind is that when you're developing new things, they don't necessarily need to be replacing the old. One of the things I found really nice about that is running all the computer effects and the digital stuff, but then bringing it into a tube amp.
Yeah.
My goal is really to just expand the palette, but not come at it at an approach where, you know, this is old and obsolete, because really those things are great too.
One thing I love about your work is that you don't seem to hesitate to try and make something with like literally any technology that comes your way.
You know, we tried the pitch shifter on the accelerometer. Well, I didn't feel like that was a very accurate way of moving your pitch. Some people might dig it, but to me that wasn't as nice as, say, using the accelerometer to trigger a delay. A really natural movement where you can just, you know, move the guitar up and all of a sudden, yeah, you've got like this different kind of sustain. When you're putting things together like this, it's really nice to be able to design from the ground up. A lot of people want me to do a retrofit solution, or hey, can I get this technology into my Strat or my Les Paul or whatever, and sometimes those things I've found to be really difficult to work with existing stuff. It's much easier to build up from the ground, to design things exactly the way you need to. As you can see, this has a whole bunch of planned out, fairly sophisticated things that were thought with the end product in mind.
So where can people find out more about you and your guitars?
Go to visionaryinstruments.com, check out the guitars there, check out the Facebook page and like us there for updates, and you'll see all the crazy stuff that's happening this winter.
Sweet. Thanks for talking with me, Ben.
You got it, Matt.